We are live. Welcome everyone to Millennial and Mom. How's everybody doing today? We'll just take a few minutes to let everyone come into the room, and hello to the replay gang. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. And we'll just give just a few moments, and Millennial or Cassandra will be here momentarily. So sit tight. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Doing pretty good. I feel good today. I do. How about you? Do you feel good today? Hi, Amaya. How are you? Nice to see you. Oh, let's see. What is the share? Is it the share button to pin? Is it? I never remember which one it is. I never remember, but I'll figure it out. You made it.
I did. It's not the share button. It's the invite button.
Oh, you got something. I wasn't sure it was an invite or not. Honestly. I always get up to do something. Let's see. I see a possible Omarion and a possible T.I. Versuz. Looks like it just dropped. Hi, Sharon. How are you? That's interesting, isn't it?
It's not real. It can't be real.
You're going to find out? This is what are you trying to tell us? I don't know how to do it. How do you do it on here? Oh.
Right there.
Don't make it seem like it's just
that
easy.
Amaya said you're going to talk about the ghetto, the Versuz, because I have never laughed as hard, still been laughing as much as I did that day. Yes.
We will. We're going to get to it.
Mom been laughing too.
I have. I've been laughing for a really long time. All right. Let's see.
I don't even remember I have this.
For comments.
Hi, Romel. Read a few more minutes. What are you doing?
I don't know. What am I doing?
I don't know what you're doing.
Hi, Romel. Hi, everybody. Sharon says hi to you. Sharon said hello to me.
Hello, everyone. I don't know what you did.
I don't either. It was asking me some for settings. But, my settings aren't usually.
Perfect.
Is it?
Yes. All right. So, yes, it's our first Hot Topics live. We used to do one like a few years ago, but, Mom didn't really like it. But that's okay. It was a time consuming. I think a live is better.
Well, yeah. Well, if it was years ago, that must have been when we first started. I remember how we did it. Yeah.
You didn't watch the battle or the BET Awards? Didn't miss much.
No, I saw the clips of the BET Awards and the Versuz the day after, and I was like, oh no, we got to do it. I mean, I've been laughing ever since.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're just going to go ahead and start. We're going to talk about the Versuz first. Note that I didn't watch the first half of the Versuz.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I caught it, it was kind of at the tail end where everything was just going really, in lack of better words, ratchet with Pleasure P and Sammy and Bobby Valentino and Ray J. Everybody. I was like, Lord, what is going on? Because they're supposed to be getting off the stage. Because by the time I was looking, it's 8:30. I'm like, okay, so.
But it's 8:30 West Coast time, so which is good because it's still early-ish for us.
But that's when Omarion and Mario's supposed to come on. So I'm like, where are they? I don't want to see them anymore. And they're just going on and on and on. But then, oh my goodness, the disappointment I felt with Omarion. I just knew he was going to win. I knew he was going to kill it. I mean, yeah, I like Mario too, but Mario has a lot more older songs. I know them.
They came out around the same time. There are lots of older songs together. What you mean?
But I don't know how to explain it. It's just Mario has a little bit more of an older repertoire, whereas Omarion has a little bit more current things. So I'm like, yeah, I can vibe with it.
Mm-hmm.
Omarion was a disappointment, needless to say.
With my glasses on, so I can read the comments. It's not big enough for me to read without my glasses. That's why I wear glasses to read. So let me see. I was trying to be cute. Hi, Marcus. How are you?
But of course, Mom didn't watch it at all. I came into her room like, you gonna watch it? She's like, no.
But I saw it when I saw. But you danced on your way out. I thought that was funny. But what I saw was the clips from the next day when people were just I don't know, like mocking and mimicking.
I'm gonna show y'all the clip that
I had
had
to
Mom
see.
on the floor.
It's still funny to me. When I get tickled, I get tickled. Where's it at? It's at the string. Oh.
All right.
One wish, one wish, one wish, one
You gotta
wish,
do it.
one wish, one wish, one wish, one wish, one wish, one wish. Songs, singing the songs, then singing the harmonies. I start again a cappella to try to serenade Princess. Here you go. One wish again, like damn. Like, just let me get one off.
The ungratefulness.
The ungratefulness. I was like, what is this, a comedy show? Oh my gosh. I hit the floor with that. Because I'm like, how are you going to diss Ray J on his own song? He's like, oh, the ungratefulness.
But Sammy did sing it better than him.
Still, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
But the part when they're trying to do the
one wish, one wish, one wish. Have you guys ever seen the movie? I'm sure you
Brown
have.
Sugar.
Brown Sugar with the hip hop Dalmatians. And they're like, what song they were singing?
Maybe we can't say it on here.
Yes, we can. Oh my goodness, I forgot what song. Oh, well, I won't say that part.
Right.
The girl is
my She's right on time. We're like, oh no.
Yeah, but they're harmonizing like that. It sounds just like that, but
I think that's what made it was hilarious to me. Mm-hmm. It's still, you know what? It shouldn't be, but it's silly because they were trying too hard. It seemed like they were trying to outdo each other.
They were.
That's the part that it was like.
They were in collaboration with each other.
But still, they weren't even the verses. They was waiting on the people for the verses, and this is what they got. Mm-hmm. Like what? But anyways.
Yeah.
They were trying to hammer it for a long time. I know. I just thought that was ready. Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to do one wish, one wish. Now I can't even listen to the song sing again.
What'd you say? What'd you say? It reminds you of Jodeci?
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me show you guys
the next video that reminds you. Okay.
Oh no, it's not that one.
No,
this is our first time with the StreamYard thing.
It is. Okay.
And we're going to touch on Jodeci a little bit later too, because as chaotic as they are now, I know we have
the next one. Yeah. Anyways, we'll say they were all high or something, doing too much. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know, but the people weren't happy about it. And I don't watch too many verses. And I'm glad I didn't see that one, but
and it was long too. It was so long and dried out and boring. And I love Mario and Omarion, but I couldn't finish it. It was just too much going on. And then
what time did it go off our time? Because they were in LA.
I was sleeping. It was like 10:30. I was sleeping.
Our time?
Yes.
Oh.
And Omarion's supposed to be Mr. Peace. He over here talking bad about Mario. I'm like,
the whole thing was a mess.
Oh, somebody done me wrong. I just feeling all night
this was good.
All night long. Time is slipping away from me.
That was the whole entire Versuz in general. Like, I wish I actually watched it to actually maybe take notes on, but it was just too ratchet. And if you haven't found out, we don't like too much ratchet stuff. We can only take a little bit at a time, doses. But it was too long. It was too long.
Wow. Okay. It was embarrassing. I just found I don't know why it tickled me. It just did. It just did. It
was a lot of foolery.
Yeah.
Who was that? That's Jodeci.
And no, it's not a parody. That's real. That was really them in the studio.
I didn't know who it was at first.
I did. She was like, "Mom, you know who that is?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is Jodeci."
I was like, "No, it's not."
How you can tell me no, it's not? I grew up. Well, not grew up. Spent my early 20s on Jodeci.
Anyway, for Fantasia to get one of Versuz
against who, Romel?
Yeah.
Who do you think Fantasia would do good with the Versuz? Who? I don't even know. Who do you think? I don't know.
Keisha Cole?
No.
No.
Fantasia is R&B. Keisha Cole is more like
she's R&B.
It's a different kind of R&B to me. To me, Keisha Cole is around the way girl R&B. Fantasia is more like a soulful R&B. So she had to go to me against a soulful R&B artist. I don't even think they're on the same wavelength to me. But that's anyways. Now I'm getting invited back. Right. I don't know what's happening,
but hey, you know what? They got a tour out of it. Well, they probably got a tour like a show somewhere. And of course, the B2K members are mad again because something's always going on with them.
Always. You think that had to be vocal exercise?
To be fair, it was like 2016. If that's fair.
I guess. Oh, you guys have to excuse me. We have the window open. Getting a little fresh air. So if you hear a motorcycle or a car riding by, just so if you hear any noises, that's what that is. But anyways, okay, so that was Versuz. What else did you have to say about Versuz?
I don't know. I kind of miss how it used to be, where it was only the two people, and they had like their own set. Even though they still did have technical difficulties, I thought it was more fun. Now it just kind of seems like people are doing it, one, for a check, and I don't know if they're being like competitive on purpose or just trying to like make some entertainment value, but I wasn't entertained. And they need to stop showing up late.
That's true.
If this is how the concerts are, because I remember since we live in Vegas, and when you turn 21, you want to go to the club because that's where a new artist or an artist is going to be. And I wanted to see Trey Songz. Now I know he got some allegations going on right now. This was a few years ago. I was so disappointed. He came out late, and he came out in his PJs. I was like, it's time for me to go.
Okay, well.
So I just don't like when artists come out.
A lot of artists come out. A lot of artists that I've seen as well, as the years have gone by, have come out late to sing. But like comedy shows, I think they're paid like, I've seen one on late too, but still. Yeah, Jennifer Hudson would be the better one, but they were on American Idol together, so it was kind of like, I don't know. I think, no, they're both powerhouses, but I like Fantasia's music way better than Jennifer Hudson, personally. Marley plays B2K stuff. Yeah.
Listen, I wasn't up long enough to find out.
Oh, she said, okay. What else did you say? Let's see.
But, B2K always mad about something.
That's one was Mother's Day, Mary and Phoebe.
I didn't watch that one.
I didn't watch that one. I heard about it, but I didn't watch that. What did I say? From what I saw on the internet, they looked like a horrible high school talent show.
It was. Mario really did his thing. He really came out to deliver. And I'm really proud of him.
They get fined out for being late, but still late apparently. Yeah. Did you put the thing on for people to drink? Okay.
And you know what? It really made me realize that I really do like Mario. He is a really attractive man.
Okay.
Do you think so?
Not in my age group.
Doesn't matter.
I know. He's a nice looking young man. Yeah, he is. All right. So what else do you want to talk about? You done with the Versuz?
I am done with the Versuz. Unless someone else got extra comment, always hop on.
Yeah.
Say something else. But the Versuz, trash. In lack of other words.
Okay.
Yes.
I know the season first. I better be good. Mark, is it Marcus or Marquise? I really have want to know how to pronounce your name, but either way, I agree. It better be good.
But we will touch on that soon. We didn't watch the matchmaking special because, like we said in our last live, we kind of think it's pointless because we already know who the couples are anyway. So I'd rather wait to the next episode where we actually get to see them again. But we do have some things to say about some of the
people. So stick around with us. We're going to talk about that towards the end, Marcus, and everybody else in the chat. So.
All right. Yeah, let's hop into the BET Awards that was last night. Now, I didn't know the BET Awards was coming on until last week. Because I don't watch BET like that anymore because they don't have anything really interesting to me right now.
I watch BET. Oh, I didn't see that part. I didn't watch it all.
She did. Yes, she did.
That was on the BET with Jack Harlow? I saw that. Yeah, okay. Matthew Stop Dragon episodes.
Yes.
True.
Sharon, we already know.
Oh, right. Thank you. We are. That's why we didn't watch it.
Yes.
We'll talk about the reason why again a little bit. I don't know if I want to do this new season. I might review it.
You should always give it a try.
Just give it a try, Romel. See what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're coming on. If they did the matchmaking special last week, they must be doing something every week till they lead up to the show. So maybe they're doing something on Wednesday, and if they do, Romel, watch it and see what you think, and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you.
But let's touch on the BET Awards real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it wasn't too much, in my opinion. It has been boring for the last few years, as always. I did think some of the outfits, and I'm never one to say this. Mom is. She's the one to say this. But some of the people's outfits this year was really tacky. And I hate to say it. But I just didn't like it. I thought some of it didn't really fit award show. Maybe like 12 p.m. day club vibe, but not award show. You don't always have to wear like a gown or anything, but at least, I don't know, look like you're going to an award show, in my opinion.
What is this?
Pause. All right, cool. Moving forward. Mom, for what you saw of the BET Awards, what did you think of it?
Did I see the BET Awards for real?
Not really.
Okay, well, that's what I thought about.
From what you saw of it.
You know what? I just think that the award show for the culture is always going to be different. The vibe is different. The dressing is different because it's the BET Awards. So, I never really particularly care for people's outfits because I think, you have younger kids watching you, so you could be a little more toned down. But I mean, if that's the fashion, I guess. But Sharon, I didn't watch either because a lot of artists I didn't. Some I knew, some I didn't. Of course, I knew, the Lifetime Achievement Award winner, yes. But I'm beyond watching award shows. That's not my thing. That's not my lane anymore, personally. So that's why I didn't watch it. And the Versuz, to be honest, unless they do something like Anthony Hamilton was on there, like what is his name, Raheem Devon or somebody like that. Other than that, so
I think the biggest thing that I really wanted to talk about, well, one, I want to give it up for Mariah Carey. Love Mariah Carey.
Okay,
but she was struggling on the stage. I was like, no, Mariah, but she looked good. Struggled a little bit. A lot of technical issues. Had me wondering, can people really sing? Or are they really just having technical issues?
You already know.
I don't know.
You already know that most.
I don't know.
I'll just say it like this. In my opinion, you have people who could truly sing with the A. You have people who could sing that could hold a tune. And you have people who need auto-tune. And I think a lot of artists, I'm not naming anyone in particular or anything like that, use a lot of auto-tune to help them out in songs. And when you hear them live, you're like, well, who's that? So, there's very far and few between the people who could really sing, hold a tune, and people who could really sing without, a backup or instrumental or things like that. And I agree, Soul Train Awards is a good award show. I've been a time or two, and they're back here in town. Normally it's around October. I don't know when it is this year. We'll be going, but I do enjoy the Soul Train Awards. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Soul Train Awards where they used to have it here in town, not the best area to have the Soul Train Awards, is all I'm saying. So
that's a different topic.
It is a different topic, but just saying.
Amaya, who was a Lifetime Achievement Award winner? It was
Sean Puffy Combs, P. Diddy.
Diddy, I call him Diddy.
Well, it depends on how old you are. She's Puffy, Diddy, Sean.
That performance was chaotic. It was all over the place. The best people on there was Jodeci. And we just saw their video, Time. But they were the best ones to me. Little Kim, Mr. Q. I don't know. I just wasn't really feeling it.
To wear those pants.
I did like his performance, though.
Yeah, people were giving him about the technical difficulties. I did hear about that, yes. I think she needs to because Mariah ain't the same. Mariah's getting older. Mariah's what, 52? She's been singing at that pitch, her level, her range for a long time. So maybe she has a little vocal strain. Maybe her vocal cords are a little tired, So it takes a lot to hit the high notes.
Yeah.
Kirk's the vibe. Kirk is a vibe. Oh, Diddy, people were mad he didn't bring out Danity Kane, day 26. Okay, you old school about that. Not old school, but old
That's
school.
not
Back
old
in the day.
school. He's
Dennis
never
did-
going to. They're not even together as a group.
Oh, okay.
They can't really get together, but I love day 26 and Danity
You did.
Kane.
Your brother loved day 26 too. I can't think of the song, but
But I think the part that had a lot of people going
uh-huh.
was Miss Carisha having this sign.
He didn't even acknowledge her, right?
But did he need to?
Well, people were saying, well, he thanked Cassie for helping him get himself together, but
Well, they
She
were
got a-
together for years.
that's true. But you know what? She's on his show. Go Carisha, what it was called?
That's her podcast or something.
Whatever.
On Revolt.
You still know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
You do. I don't. People do. But hey, he could at least thank her too.
Maybe he did like privately, but not in front of everyone.
I love
else.
making the band. Yeah,
But it did look embarrassing though.
it was a little bit embarrassing. But anyways, what else about BET Award? Because that's really not my thing. That's really your thing.
Let's see. What's her name? Chloe. She did her thing as usual.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
I'm like, who else really gave me something?
I don't know, but what do you think about the
Um,
lifetime? About the performers with Diddy or Sean?
Chaotic. It was chaotic. It was
Lil'
all
Kim
over the
and
place.
okay.
In my opinion,
All
I
right.
didn't know what was going on.
Okay. Well, what else you want to talk about? Let's move past that. That was a little boring. I read that.
Making the band, yes.
Diddy is a boss businessman. Read it. I can't hate on him. No, because that was what was his clothing line? I forgot. I'm sitting here forgetting everything.
Sean John.
The obvious, right? Shonda, exactly.
I mean, he is a good businessman,
Mhm.
but just like the Elvis movie that I heard with his manager, like things coming out. I
Mhm.
wonder what will come out about Diddy. Because we heard some things.
There's been little things said about Diddy along the way. But see, you weren't even born yet, but you probably have seen, or maybe you were, I don't know. I don't think so though. There's been way back in the death row days, and Biggie was alive. Yeah, you got your manager on your videos, stuff like that. So there's little snippets along the way as time has gone by.
Mhm.
But he stood the test of time, so he's an excellent businessman for whatever. Someone will always have something to say about you, regardless whether they like you, don't care for you, or in between. Someone always have something to say about you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on. Who was your favorite performance at the BET Awards? Who was your favorite performance?
My favorite performance was from Victoria Monet, but she wasn't on the main stage. She was on the red carpet.
No.
I thought she had the best performance.
Did he got some management scandals? I'm sure they all do. These producers about money taking, et cetera, et cetera.
Them contracts. Making the band.
I was about to say that. Yeah, it's always something. That's probably why you won't see him no more.
Who
Danny
did it?
King.
Oh,
No.
Danny King.
Yeah.
You'll still see them, but they just have to be able to work together as a group. That's the issue. Like Aubrey was on that season,
Yeah.
on that one show, BET, can't think of it now. You know, some people just don't work well with each other because they think they are above people.
I'm more talented.
Talent-wise. They
Mhm.
think they're prettier. They think they can go farther because they know different people. And we've seen that not to be the case
Mhm.
because some of them we don't really hear from unless you're like a true follower of them.
That's true. Maya says she loves Veronica Monet. Okay, let's
Who's
move on.
Veronica?
Her sister.
No.
Excuse me,
Victoria
Victoria. I'm
Monet.
sorry. Okay, let's be honest. Groups never last. Depends on the group. Groups nowadays don't seem to last. That's true. Got it all. What'd you say? These like a road he had lasted all his heart. That's a different way to look at it. That's a different way.
That's true.
So, all right. What else? What was next on the agenda? Because BT is a little boring to me.
BET is boring to you? Mom, you gotta get into it.
I mean, you know, when
For
it's not
the
something that you
culture.
like.
It's for the
Okay, when we get to
culture.
Soul Train Awards, when you talk about the stuff that I want to hear, maybe. I don't know.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing on
Yes.
the ticket, because this one got you talking.
It's got the nation talking. What'd you say? Boyz II Men lasted without one member. That's just without one member. That's true. Michael. His name is Mike, the dude with the bass. Yeah. But I think they all fell out. I don't know the story, but that's probably what happened.
And for this topic, we would love to hear you guys' input on this too.
Mhm.
Whether you agree disagree, abstain in the court system. Roe v. Wade being overturned.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about it?
You know, this is not a political channel before we get started. This is not a political channel anyway. Everything on here is based off opinion. And just want to state that real quick. Fair Use Act, all the other stuff. Just state all that before we get to talking about the stuff because, you know, political things can turn people off. Political things and religious things. I just want to say that in my own personal opinion about that, no matter what side of the coin that you're on, I believe that you should be able to make your own personal choice about it, whether you agree or not, agree or disagree. I don't think someone should tell you XYZ about your function as a woman, what you should be able to do, so on and so forth. I don't think that I personally don't necessarily like the decision or agree with the decision because, you know, like I said, it's your choice. You have to live with the consequences about it. And that's it. I mean, because next you heard them talk about, you know, the other things that they can take away for women, contraceptions and things like that. I mean, so who's going to regulate this? A man? Because a man can't have no baby. A man takes two to tango. So I don't want to get too far deep into it.
I don't want you to get too far deep. I just want you to express your opinion.
I did.
That wasn't a long enough opinion, but we'll get you talking.
For me, my body, my choice, not the government, not anyone's religion. People got to learn to mind your business. Yeah. Just let me something simple. I said something simple like that too. You don't want to turn, you know, Roe versus Wade, in my opinion, your body, your choice. I agree. The government got to, yep, people start to the point. I agree. I think so too. This was out of nowhere. I'm not surprised by anything anymore. Me neither.
Well, I don't think it was out of nowhere. I think it was somewhat in the works, especially with the last person that was voted in.
The president?
Well, yeah, voted in by our last president.
Trump, the president before last. Yeah.
I think it was already in the works since people have been talking about it for a long time, from what I remember. And I remember this was something that was just a big to do. For some reason, I don't know why I remember it so good, but I just remember it. And I'm just like, I hate to see that I saw it coming, but in a sense, I don't know. I just kind of weren't surprised that it was overturned. I'm hurt because I do believe like people should have their own choice, their body, their choice. And as some of the discussions been going on, like, oh, guns have more rights now, which in a sense is kind of true, especially with all the shootings.
It's very true.
And
they just signed a gun law. So it's definitely true.
I don't know. It just doesn't sit right because it can be a slippery slope, especially with the other talks that they're so-called planning to have. It's just like, when is it going to end? And what is going to happen because of all this?
Yep. You don't know. Of course, you know, people are saying get out and vote. You do have to get out and vote, things like that to overturn things. But it's a state to state thing because once it's in the Supreme Court, it's got to be appealed and this and that. But
I can see why people are against abortion. And I'm not saying you can't be against it. If that's what you believe in, that's what you believe in. But you dictating what someone else is doing and then saying, I've been seeing some of these pictures on Twitter like, oh, we'll adopt your baby. There's plenty of babies you can adopt right now.
Right. Adopt and foster, things like that. But again, your body, your choice. So here's the other part of my opinion. If you're okay with having an abortion, then that's what you're going to do for you. If you're not okay with having an abortion, you're not going to do it. So I don't understand with someone telling you you can or can't do anything because the abortion's next and contraceptive, they already want to put it on the table. And depending on what health insurance you have or what religious background you have or what religious affiliation, some people can't or don't prefer to use or dispense contraception as it is. So, you know, we live in 2022. It's a day and time of new technology, new information, new everything. And then to go all the way back 50 years or whenever it first came to the courts to bring it current to 2022, That doesn't even go together. That's not even the sign of the time. So now you're taking women's rights back all the way to, I don't know, what's next? I mean, that's almost as if, we could be looked at as and viewed as possible second-class citizens or not have any rights, or I don't know. It's we go back and forth about it. And
wait, let's read it. There's more to come from the courts. It's only beginning. I definitely agree with that, because I definitely don't see it ending here.
I've never been through this, but no one I'm sure that goes abortion is first of all take away someone's child is hard. Yeah,
I think someone going along to have an abortion, I think it takes a lot of thought. They have to go through different courses. They have to go through counselors to make sure like this is actually what they want to do. And I'm sure, whether they really do want to keep the baby or from other reasons, like you're still going to be in a sense maybe traumatized or have some sort of PTSD. So I don't think that is something that people want as their 100% first option. But now some people can't even have it as an option.
And here's the thing. It's not like having an abortion is free. They act like it's free. You have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it's not like $20. It's like hundreds of dollars to have one. So to already come up with the funds to get it done for whatever reasons you need to have it done.
And it doesn't matter the reason.
It does not matter the reason. Your body, your choice. But there's some people who believe in life is life is life is life. And those believe that your body is, it's whatever. But we're going to move past that in just a second. They were talking about gay marriage and interracial marriage. I know it. I know. And gay marriage just recently came on the books is legal in all states. So,
but interracial marriage, that right here, I can see people having an uproar about.
Oh yeah. So okay, well let's move on from that because that's touchy. We're not a political channel. I mean,
it doesn't matter to talk about it.
I know, but there's really nothing more to say. You either agree or you don't agree. It's your choice, not choice. I don't want to, put a damper with this hot topic. So we are just talk about it. So
it's a hot topic, and I will say we'll just have to see what comes next.
Yep. Let's see. Let's comment. Now we're gonna have women in trying to do it themselves. That's correct. Well, they were been doing it themselves before this was enacted into law, Amaya. So I mean, that just makes me cringe every time. Like, how do you? Anyway, let's move on. Okay, what's our next topic? Thank you all for joining in for that. I know it's a tough subject.
Yes. Also, we did want to touch on Married at First Sight. Like we said earlier, we didn't watch the matchmaking special.
No, we did not watch the matchmaking special. Season 15 already. Can you believe we've been watching for 15 years? So you've been watching
15 years.
Season 15? Well, now it's twice a year.
I'm like 15. 11?
It's an odd number. Yeah, you was in junior high school or middle school, some would say, when it first came on. Because I've been watching it since season 1. You used to watch it with me since middle school. Yeah, you weren't in no elementary school.
I thought it was in high school. At least.
No, when you started paying attention, probably. I don't know. We'll have to look see when it first came out. But yes, it is a tough subject for sure. So Married at First Sight, San Diego.
And to be even more honest with you before I say anything. Mom, be honest. Do you know anything about these new couples?
You know what? I don't know anything about these new couples right now because I don't want to have my thoughts already subjected to what they're showing on TV or on the People magazine. So I haven't taken time to get to know what their names actually are till the show starts. But of course I've seen the couples. I can't be like, oh, that's this and this, this and this right now. I can't do it right now.
To be honest, I can't even pinpoint who the couples are.
I can because I've seen them on TV and I seen them. Remember I mentioned I seen them on People magazine. So that's what I'm saying. But do I know their names? Not really. What was it saying? We have something to show, and that's not.
It started in 2014.
No, Married at First Sight?
It didn't start in 2014. I know that for sure.
No. Unless you're still talking about the Supreme Court going through the system. But Married at First Sight's been on longer than that. I'm going to say probably like 2008. Middle school when it started. I'm going to say a good 2008. 7, 8 at least. All right, let's see. What are we looking for? The couples?
Right, yes.
Okay.
We're going to look at some of these couples, but I do have something to say about one couple.
Okay.
Particular.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here is one of the couples, Lindy and Miguel. Lindy is over the dating process and would like to find someone who is ready for a committed relationship so they can start their next chapter together. As a scientist, Miguel feels as though married at first sight is a perfect that's where
Just
I
a position.
of chance and
Mythological.
romantic pairing and wishes to dissect whether love is solely dictated by faith and
Happenstance, or if it can be manufactured and concocted in a lab setting. Why are you on here, Miguel?
That was too much to read right there.
Did Miguel write this? He wants to know if love can happen with happenstance, dictated by fate, or can it be manufactured and concocted in labs like setting? Why, Miguel? See, I've already see. This is why I didn't want to watch the matchmaking special, because I don't want to already have a preconceived notion. Is it emotion or whatever? Of
preconceived notion
of these couples.
Season 1 was 2014.
Was it? Okay, that's all right. Thank you, Sharon, and got it all. Thank you. But really, so you're a scientist and you think you're doing this as a science experience with Lindy? That's already a no for me.
Well,
what do you think?
To be fair,
playing
devil's advocate.
Okay.
He is a scientist.
Okay.
So he is, or whoever wrote this is seen with the scientific frame of mind.
Okay.
I don't know. That's all I gotta say. That's all I had to add to that. You're like, that gave me nothing.
It says Miguel feels as though married at first sight. So that sounds to me like someone didn't write that. Seems like that's what they got from Miguel, saying that this was. He got me stuttering. That this was.
Mm-hmm.
Move on. It's hard now.
I
don't like that.
But why don't you like it?
I just told you, because it says to read as a happenstance, or can it be manufactured, concocted in a lab like setting? So you want to see if this is a true experiment that you've drawn up to see if A equals B equals C, then boom, it's a match. That's not a reason to come on the show. You come on the show to see if you can find love, not to see if it can be dictated by fate and happenstance.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get picked?
Listen, I guess we should have watched a matchmaking special to find out. All right, let's go to Kristen and Mitch.
All right.
Kristen has everything she has ever wanted except a partner to share it with. She loves love, and being married is one of her greatest wishes. In the past, Mitch hasn't been one for long-term relationships. He has always gotten in his head and throws in the towel before giving his partner a full chance. Mitch truly believes this might be the only shot at getting married, and he's ready to dive in head first.
First of all, do you see their picture? That's a problem already. Look at the picture. Look how she's looking. She's smirking. He's smiling. It's a problem. I've learned to notice these little things. Okay, look. It says that she loves love. I have said that 3 times on this show. I said, you know what? This is someone who loves love.
And do they ever
Noi love love.
Well, they're still together.
I don't know. I saw a post from Steve on Instagram. He said they were going through something. They're trying to work it out like any other couple. So should have said no personally. But if you love, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So, and then he's never been one for long-term relationships.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Move on.
Yeah, I don't see them working out. I do not see them working out just based off of her loves love comment. So to me, and when we see the people love, 2 things happen. One, they're all in. They're giving everything they got.
For now.
2, they say that they love, but they over here doing extras on the side.
Next.
Not being within the relationship.
Next, let's move on.
Hold on, I'm still on it.
Oh, sorry.
You just rushing through today. And then Mitch We've seen this too. Someone hasn't been committed in long-term relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that he can't be in one now. I'm just saying, why pick the show to be in one now? So I don't see them working out. But we never know. We gotta see their
That's
dynamic.
true. We don't know. You're right. Next. Who's the next one?
Next one. Do any of you guys have a comment on Kristen and Mitch or Lindy and Miguel so far? If you've seen a matchmaking special, you saw a little bit more about them.
Mm-hmm.
Please inform us.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. Let's see. Married at First Sight, Alexis and Justin.
Alexis and Justin.
Mm-hmm.
Alexis is ready to commit to one person for the rest of her life and is fully aware that it will require making compromises.
Mm-hmm.
She's authentic, self-aware, comfortable in her own skin, can recognize her own triggers, and loves the person she becomes. She is ready to put it all on the line for a chance at finding a real love. And Justin needs help finding a woman who will appreciate him wholeheartedly. He is a giver and a doer. With the help of the experts, he knows he will put the Married at First experiment to good use and be the best husband possible.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I don't get a vibe. I've seen them on TV. Every time there's a commercial, it always seems to be Alexis and Justin and the next people you're gonna bring up. I don't know. If he needs help finding a woman who appreciates him wholeheartedly, he's a giver and a doer. Sounds like Michael from last season. Michael and Jasmine, that's what it sounds like.
You think it's Michael Jasmine all over again?
That's what it sounds like. That's what it just does. That's what it sounds like. She's committed. She's ready. All this and that. She's comfortable in her own skin. Except for I don't think Jasmine was comfortable in her own skin, even though she expressed it. But internally, we know that's really not how it was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not with Michael. She wasn't. But if he needs help finding women who appreciate him and give her and do her, and he needs the help of experts, that's what Michael's sister said about Mike. But again, we'll have to see. Next. Sorry. We really can't go on and on because we really don't know. And I don't want to spoil anything that we don't know.
We're just
and I don't want to be long speculating about people.
Because we don't watch matchmaking special.
I don't really want to watch it, like I said, because we've seen the couples. I've seen them on People Magazine. I've seen the previews in the show. So it's not like, oh my gosh, these are the couples. We've seen them. We just don't know what the drama is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the difference.
I don't know. From this description.
Hey, Sass. How are you? If everyone in the chat, if you don't know, Sass Scales is another YouTuber. She does Love After Lockup, Sister Wives. Don't know how you do that, Sass, because that show I can't even watch. And other things. So go check her out. Sass Scales on YouTube.
I don't know. I feel like there's going to be something like a little rift between the two of them. Just based off of the
comments of what he says on here.
The comments, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like they're two different people and they're trying to do that. Two different people can come together.
Oh, okay.
And make a happy relationship, which it can be.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You're welcome, Sass. Drive carefully, girl.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Next one. Let's go to Morgan and cannot pronounce his name.
Ben or Bean?
We're gonna go for Ben.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, as a nurse, Morgan feels as though her career has prepared her well for an opportunity like Married at First Sight. She is at the point in life where she's ready to settle down. She is stable.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what she wants in a partner. She's open to the possibility of experts finding her a man with whom she could easily spend the rest of her life with.
Right.
I just added that part. Ben is the best physical and mental shape of his life. He believes it is time to settle down and start a family. He has full faith at the Married at First Sight process because his own parents fell in love at first sight. And he has always wanted a
love like theirs. Well, that's nice. Your parents fell in love at first sight. That's awesome. But it weren't on no show. There's a difference. That's how I look at it. I mean, they sound like they could be connected, but guess what? Right. Let's hope it's not another Johnny Sharon. Correct. But the thing is, on the previews of the show, we've seen them arguing. Talk about, you lied to my face. So clearly, Ben hasn't been honest about something. So again, just because your parents went through a process of however they found love at first sight, this one on no show, there's cameras and people to see. It sounds good, but I don't know. It sounds good.
It does sound good.
It does, but hey, we've been.
I'm trying to find a flaw in something they said.
There's no flaw in anything they said.
I'm trying to find one.
But it sounds good. That's all I gotta say. Moving on. She wants to file for a divorce. So whatever you said in this, the math. What's the cliche now with your millennial group? The math ain't mathin'.
The math ain't mathin'.
Yeah, that's what's happening on this one. Next slide, please.
I don't know. I was trying to find something. I couldn't find something, but I'm excited to see what's going to happen on Wednesday.
Okay, next
to get
one.
to know more about them.
Yep.
The last couple. Yes. Stasia and Nate.
This is already a firm no if you ask me, but nobody asked me yet.
We didn't ask you yet. We got to read the description first.
Go ahead.
All right. Stasia believes married at first sight is her last chance at marriage and a family. She is an unconventional person, so this experiment feels like the right fit. Stasia is ready to put all of her faith in the experts to find her a match. Nate is an active and successful day trader in the stock market. His analogy for meeting an exceptional wife is intentional, high risk, high reward. I would like more explanation on that. He is comfortable with being uncomfortable and will leave it all to the experts to find him a potential fantastic match.
High risk, high reward. He's a day trader stock market. So he's used to be like, I want $100 this, $100 that. He's used to like the market's going up, down, up, down, up, down. So that's how he's viewing this.
Mm-hmm.
But did you have the clip of Stasia?
I do have the clip of Stasia.
Okay.
You ready to show the clip of Stasia?
Yes, I am.
All right. Let me go to the next one.
Because I'm not. It's not good if I'm not already feeling you. Because listen, I try to be positive for everybody at first. I really do. But these married at first sight people come on here for. I'm really starting to believe, everyone, that they do pick these people for drama. I'm really starting to believe this. Not for long term. They can say that all they want to, but I don't believe it.
All right. So This is coming from Instagram, Married at First Sight Insider.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too sure you guys seen the clip yet, but we're going to play the clip.
Here we go.
The first thing I've been hearing about you sounds to me like you make a lot of money, which is a great thing.
Thank you.
But the chances that we've got somebody who is making as much or more than you are small. Is that going to cause you to disrespect someone?
As long as they can, take care of themselves and their bills are paid on time and take me on a date, that's all that really matters.
It sounds incredibly sensible. I have to tell you, I've never been in one of these selfie rooms before. And I don't think you should do selfies anymore. I think you should change. And I think you should do them with your husband.
What?
The first thing I've been hearing.
Okay.
All right. That was the clip.
So she has a selfie room. I've never heard of a selfie room. And when Dr. Pepper says that she needs to do the selfies, stop doing things and do selfies with her husband, she's like, wait a minute, what? Like my husband? Yeah, your husband. So this right here is already showing me. She makes more money, likes money. That's fine. It's okay to make more money than your spouse, in my opinion. But guess who she's mimicking with this? She's mimicking Amirla. She's mimicking Lindsay away from last season with the money issue. She is looks like she's self-centered when it comes to kind of like Cher. But she says she's unconventional, but I just want to know what type of unconventional issue. She just like taking selfies of herself, or how is she unconventional? That's really a broad statement about her.
Maybe unconventional of a sense, but I'm just guessing.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't do like the wifely things.
Then why are you on Married at First Sight? Because
you can be on Married at First Sight and not do wifely things.
Has it worked?
No. But still, some husbands don't do the husbandly things. and that hasn't worked either.
That's true. They haven't done husbandly things.
But my thing, and I hate when people come on here with this thinking because it definitely never works.
What?
When they say that it's their last chance at marriage, like their last chance at finding a family. Because either two things happen. One, they're gonna give it all they got and leave no crumbs.
Oh, Selfie Studio. Thank you, Courtney and Eddie. Hello, by the way.
Or they're gonna find out whoever their partner is. They're going to analyze them, code them, see if they're the right fit for them, and they're gonna pull a Zach from a few seasons ago and just not be here for any of it.
Zach and Mindy. And then also too, before I continue, everyone in the chat, if you don't know, Courtney and Eddie are also a YouTube. On YouTube, go ahead and follow them at Courtney and Eddie. They do all kind of stuff. They do Married at First Sight. I've seen them starting 90 Day Fiance. I don't think they do Love After Lockup. They do the Love and Marriage Huntsvilles and things like that. So they do a lot of shows like that. So go follow them as well. They're big supporters. We're big supporters of theirs, and they're big supporters of us too. So thank you. So I don't know. You know what? When they come on TV and they talk about this their last chance, I don't necessarily agree with that either. I just think maybe it's like your circle group. Sometimes you got to think outside your circle group when it comes to this, because you know there's always somebody for somebody. There's always, and you know, if you believe in God and God's timing. Oh, thank you. God's timing. So they have to go with that. So I don't know. She's giving me Mirla vibes. I don't know.
And then
I don't know.
Nate saying he wants to meet an exceptional wife. So if she's not exceptional to your standards, are you going to bounce? Or what? That's where I'm at with that statement right there. So for them, what they have on there for their description.
But they both give me like high maintenance on both ends. They both give me, because she's definitely with just her matchmaking special thing. That right there is high maintenance to me. You in a selfie studio. Like who does this?
Hey, some people have one.
Whatever.
You don't.
For what? Girl, I'm too grown for that. Yeah, she definitely gives Mary the vibe. So I don't know. Did we see what was coming on this Wednesday for Married at First Sight? Do you know, Courtney and Eddie? Are they still doing matchmaking special, or is it a break?
If they're following their formula, it's going to be where we see the sides of the bride and the groom. I
don't know. The
so.
Sides? Oh, their family
like,
telling their families that they're on the show?
Yeah, like who they are, and you know, a repeat episode that they're gonna have 2 times in a row. Actually, 3 times in a row, because then it's gonna be in the beginning episode of the first episode.
Oh, July 6th. You're gonna go to Wednesday to see what it is?
Yes.
I guess. Well, I don't know. I'm excited. Like I said, I
don't want to cut you off. I'm so sorry, Mom. I have to add this.
Okay.
If anybody remembers a few lives ago, I said it's going to be a 5 out of 5. I lied. Because seeing them, I'm just like, it's definitely not going to be a 5 out of 5.
They're doing predictions again? Okay. Oh, I like your new picture. I love that. Yeah, and the panel again. That's cool. You know, I really wish they would reach out to different YouTubers. I know we're on like the lower end of the subscribers or whatever, but hey,
not really. We've been recognized a few times.
We have, but we haven't been able to do anything because, you know, I got sick, whatever. But
I feel like they should reach out too, because the panel experts that they have that are for like the magazines. I mean, they have that one girl who's on YouTube as well,
Rizzo. Yeah,
but I'm just like, no, I don't like y'all. You're boring.
Okay.
Well, in the sense of they're already in entertainment.
Yeah, like regular people.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, like regular people. Yeah, so would say the show doesn't start till the honeymoon to me. I agree, Marquise. We're on Instagram too. I just hope they do better with the black couple.
Oh no, it doesn't say. That's all right.
I hope so.
I'm sure it is a panel. It'll probably be the panel. Like I said, we'll see like behind the scenes of them.
Yeah.
And then the next episode is going to be them again, seeing the behind the scenes of them, and then them all meeting up as a group. And then our first episode, seeing the behind the scenes of them with the groups.
Are you jaded?
And then we'll see like a marriage and a half. And that's the first episode, because that's how it goes.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, since it's out west, I've been wanting it to come out west for a really long time. They're finally out west. It's finally, like I said, out west should have a different vibe than Houston or Boston or whatever. So finally get to see like life out west for once. I wish they would too. They have the Philip God Powell. He's a YouTuber. Yeah, I mean, I would be more than happy to give my thoughts. Maybe they forget. Well, I don't know. I know what to say, but maybe they'll come back around again to ask.
Maybe.
Who knows?
You never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should come out. As Las Vegas. I'm getting older, about to be 27. Next year.
You just turned 26.
I feel like I'm about to be 27. Next thing you know,
in 10 months.
Boom, I'm 30.
Oh,
and I can be on the show for real.
I'm still gonna have something to say. Don't worry about it. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, that's really all we have for our hot topics. Just to get on here, just to keep you all updated to what we want to talk about or what you want to talk about. Just before Married at First Sight, come on, just for something a little bit different before we jump into Married at First Sight. I will have an update next time we go on, even maybe before we go on, for UCLA, for those of you who've been watching. And I'm excited about that and go from there.
Yeah, and also we're going to do this again next Monday. If you guys have any topics that you want to give us, feel free to leave in our comments. Instagram, YouTube, wherever. We would love that.
You want to go out singing One Wish?
Absolutely not. It's going to be stuck in my head, though, for a minute.
Okay. That's why I'll be singing it to you. Do I sing off key?
No, you don't sing off key.
Oh, thanks.
I sing off key. My students tell me that all the time. I don't care. You sing anyways.
It's your class. You do what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, well.
But yeah, does anyone have any closing thoughts what they think about Married at First Sight? Anything they want. We got a few more minutes left.
It's been almost an hour.
5,
6, 7. It's in the evening time for most people. 7 in Central Time, 8, a little after 8 East Coast time. We're still sitting at 5 o'clock. Y'all, it's hot out here today. It's 105 degrees. And we have humidity. Ugh. Clouds are rolling through. It's going to be raining somewhere. Not here. They're on the way. They're passing. It's ridiculous outside.
It is. I didn't step 1 foot outside.
You don't have to. It's going to be like this for a couple of days. It's terrible. 105 with humidity. It's ridiculous.
Where is this? Atlanta? Does it get 105 in Atlanta?
You'll find out soon. There'll be another video. But anyways. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for coming for our first live Hot Topics.
Oh, you'll be here in August? Awesome. You have to message us. Let us know if you want.
They want.
If you want. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Come out here. It's still going to be hot, though.
Yeah, it's still going to be hot, but it should be like on the edge of like breaking.
Well, it depends. Is it going to be early August?
Well,
or late?
They'll tell us then. They'll tell us if you want to tell us. Doesn't matter in August. No, not 105 in Atlanta.
Oh. Well, that's good.
We haven't been in a long time. We actually have family there. We haven't been in a long time, but she's going back for something else coming up soon. But anyways, we would love that. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I already got some places in mind that y'all would like.
You already have places in mind for their vacation. For their trip, you have places in mind.
Yes, I do.
Right. Yes, that's amazing.
She said, yes, we want.
Okay. We would love that too, seriously. So, all right. Well, sorry, we're not as, for everybody in chat, we're not as, I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Chatty. I'm just saying, like, hot topics. I know you got the millennial version and you have mom's version.
Well, mom didn't really watch the Versuz or the BET.
Thank you, Courtney and Eddie.
So mom couldn't really comment too much.
Yeah, but that's really not, even if I did watch it, that's not my thing.
Right. So you can't really comment on something that's not 100% your thing. And that's okay. That's what makes us real.
Oh, you're hot. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Yeah. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.